What's up? Welcome to Pick Central, Monday, June 17th. June 17th. Oh, it's OJ Day, I think.
Was it? You might be right. Was it? Yeah.
17th?
I think you might be right.
Yeah. Crazy day. Did you ever play brought to you by DraftKings, did you ever play the over-under game with your friends? You know you think I can eat that slice of pizza in under 30 seconds, or I know it'll take you over a minute to down that 2-liter. If you have, then you're going to love Pick 6, the new fantasy game from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. Here's how to play during the NBA playoffs and the NBA Finals. It's super simple. First, download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, and then pick between 2 and 6 players. Choose if they'll have more or less of a stat like rebounds, points, assists, and more. Track your picks and play against others for a shot to win huge cash prizes. That's all there is to it. And for all first-time Pick 6 players, check this out. New customers play $5 and get 50 in Pick 6 credits. Play Pick 6 from DraftKings, the new fantasy app that packs more fun to less time. Download the new Pick 6, DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code PickCentral. New customers play $5 and get 50 in Pick 6 credits. That's code PickCentral, only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Joined by Big Ev. What's up, dude?
I was
Sleeping is a problem.
I was like arm still in the sling.
Sleeping is a problem.
Had
a little issue at the mall.
Little mishap.
Yeah, a little
Sleeping's
mishap.
an issue?
Sleeping's a massive issue.
Writing?
Sleeping was already an issue.
Writing, yeah, clearly not an issue, as we found out.
No.
Not an issue. I mean, listen, I have range of motion, so it's.
You said it on Healthy Debate. I asked you, can you write? You go, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I can pick the arm. I can
from
pull the arm up completely full. It's just cricked, like it's like that.
Yeah,
And then
you
when
didn't
you
break your
turn it
shoulder.
over, it's oh, that hurts like fucking balls. But yeah, I was at I switched carriers from one carrier to the next. No free ads. I don't know who's an advertiser, who's not. But I go to the store and they have to transfer the phone, so I had to come back. So my wife got the new phone, and I was taking her phone. So she takes her phone with the new phone home. We do the transfer because it's going to take forever, and then I got to bring it back, and I'm going to give in the trade-in phone, and I take her phone. As I'm leaving to let the two things do the transfer, the escalator is closed. It's roped off. So I walk up the escalator in flip-flops. Not a good idea. Caught the thing. I've kind of fall. Like, luckily braced myself with my left hand. Luckily it didn't hit my arm too bad. I look down. I am gushing. When I tell you gushing blood. Now I have to go back to the AT&T store because I have to go back to the store because I think that the phone is cracked, which it was. But luckily it was the screen protector. Bro, I'm standing there. The guy luckily didn't notice. Nobody noticed. I know on the way out, it was literally like a shot of blood from this flip flop out.
You like projectile
blood out into like the main. It was brutal. So like the lady was like, "You're trying to take yourself out." I'm like, "I'm not trying to take myself out. I just might be taking myself out."
A grown man with
two like still like gashes on the bottom of my toes. Just,
oh my god.
Yeah, it's brutal. Absolutely brutal. But
it hurts now.
Still hurts a little bit. It's a little tingly. Yeah, it's not good.
Right or left foot?
Right foot.
So yes, you just half your body.
Half the
whole right
complete side is just
shambles.
going down. It's brutal, brutal. But got to watch the U.S. Open obviously, so we'll start there. I don't want to call it like a choke off, but at the end it got a little dicey with two guys missing 3-footers. Rory and Bryson DeChambeau going back and forth. It looked like Bryson had it in kind of under control. He's got a 2-shot lead. Rory gets a 2-shot lead. When Rory had the 2-shot lead, I thought that was it.
Did he have Rory had a 2-shot?
Rory had a 2-shot lead.
I did watch the whole
lead.
I watched literally me and my dad watched literally the entire thing for when he got back from he was playing golf in the morning. I was at my parents' house this weekend. Rory missed like two at like not even like everyone's gonna talk about the one on 18 obviously.
Right.
But was it the one 16, right?
Yeah.
He missed a very similar, like a bunny.
Right after Bryson missed the bunny.
But then Bryson missed one like in between.
Yeah.
Like it was because Bryson. It was funny. Me and my dad were talking. I feel like the best thing he did the whole round yesterday, up until like that when he did miss the one, was every time he had like a decently tough par, like he had one of those like 8 to like 12-foot par putts. Like he always made them, and those on this course were so tough. Like he really just. I mean, he just locked in and made him, so it was weird to see him miss that one, I guess, in the end around like that. But, I mean, also, as much as I've said this, I like watching Rory lose. I'm just not a Rory guy. And
You had to feel bad for him.
No. On 18, it is going to go down in history as him missing a bunny, like missing under a 4-footer. The movement on that putt was crazy. I'm trying to give the guy like actually be like honest and give him like a little listen. Definitely a putt he probably should have made, but I mean that thing just went boom.
Yep.
Like he even like aimed it like that, like to the left, and that thing just came so far right. And really, obviously, it didn't even almost like he kind of missed by a lot.
He missed it. I said it in the moment. He missed it nearly by as much as he took it.
That's yes.
He missed it almost by about 4 feet.
It wasn't one of those like it kind of caught like the very very edge of the right side, but it wasn't one of those where it like lipped in and out. Like it really kind of just went right over the right edge.
You know, it's funny. I was watching with my dad and my brother too, and my dad was like, I want to say he's got to hit it a little bit firmer, or if he hits a little firmer, it goes in. If he hits a little firmer, it may have rolled down the way those.
I think that was probably his.
It was
fear.
rolling off the fucking green.
I'm sure if he could go back, he would. He could go back and do it again. He would
Yeah.
because he got. I mean, it was a tough putt. Like
Tough putt.
You know, it's rare to see movement like that in such a short putt like that. It just had such a wild, like, just such a hard right. But yeah, I'm sure if he could go back, he would just try to just hit a little firmer and just make it in the back of the cup.
It's a risky situation, yeah.
But no, I think what you said was it. He was afraid of if he hit it too hard, it was going to just fly past it, and then all of a sudden he's just handing Bryson the tournament.
Yeah. Bryson's hole on 18 I thought was super impressive. When he goes way left, puts himself in a tough spot there under a tree.
And there's like a root there.
Oh my God, that's how you fuck up your hands.
It was funny. We're watching it. My dad's like, oh no, he's in a better spot than Rory. Like he's got the lie. Then we go see it. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
But he was thinking it was just in those like pine needles where it still was sitting prettier.
Right.
Where then you actually saw what it was in, and it literally just like a stump kind of thing. There's like a root literally right in front of his ball. He's got the angle where he can't go all the way up with his club because there's the branches right over him and the leaves and all that. Because he hits the bad first shot after Rory didn't hit a great tee shot either on 18. So then he hits a bad one. And then I guess he kind of did what he could, but still put himself in the other, like the far bunker. Made it tough, but I mean, that bunker shot was unbelievable.
I thought the shot out of the trees was really impressive too, to put himself like at least in play. Because with bunkers, guys like us, we go into a bunker. You're dead. These guys don't really care out of a bunker. It's an inconvenience, but there is no issue.
For sure, but
you know what I mean?
Even just the way the broadcasters addressed it, like I think he was definitely trying to put it because there was a clear big spot where he could have just been like right in front of the green, and he went just too far that way, or he wasn't able to angle it enough to the left and just put it all the way right in the bunker.
Yeah, I mean he's a beast.
But even for him to just stick that shot like 5 feet or whatever it was,
crazy out of the bunker was insane.
Like I mean, just the nails, and it's the mental aptitude to hit a awful tee shot. When he comes to 18, literally after he hits his tee shot, or I'm trying to think timeline if I guess he had known. I'm sure he hit the tee shot before Rory's putt.
Well, he was watching Rory's.
That's what I'm saying. He probably but regardless, where like I'm gonna need a 3 to win this,
right?
And to able to like hit like not the best even second shot, and then just stick it under 5 feet from the pin was unbelievable. And then just the nails to just make the putt, obviously.
Well, no, he needed a bogey to tie.
But I'm saying he knew at that, like once Rory had made it, like once Rory missed the putt after his tee shot, like he knew if I can get this in a decent spot and get up and down, like I'm gonna win right now. So just to have like all that pressure on him and still just like hit just an unbelievable shot of the bunker was incredible.
Oh, it was outlandish. And I kind of listen. I grabbed Rory at plus 115 when they were. I think he was down 2, but Bryson was looking at like a bogey on like 7. I want to say 7-ish, 6, 7-ish. And Bryson gave one back, and I thought Rory could go get the bird. So I was like, all right, there now. It's going to be a shot difference or potentially tied here. Like you're getting differences now. You know what I mean? Like so I was like, all right, let me get involved. I'll take Rory at plus 115. But even having Rory, don't you think it's better when a guy wins in a walk-off like that instead of if watching Bryson miss that to avoid a playoff, let's say?
For sure.
Like I like it more when a guy makes it rather
on 18, absolutely. Yeah. When you like it, when he's got a putt where it's like, even though like he had hit such a good bunker shot, it was like a 4-foot putt or whatever it was. You're like, this guy like needs this to win the U.S. Open. Right, it was 496
for 496 putting inside 3 feet this season before that miss.
Jesus,
unbelievable, and he missed it by 3 feet.
And that's what I'll say. I want to give him a little like, it was the movement on the putt was crazy. It definitely was a tougher putt than it just says on paper. Oh, like you missed like a 3-footer.
Oh,
or whatever.
great.
But still, I mean, just that is brutal. And I mean, just the way everything unfolded, he must have left before DeChambeau even.
I think there was a rumor that they said. By the way, signing the scorecard is the dumbest thing in America.
Yeah, it's just classic.
It's the dumbest thing in America.
I agree with you because it's like, guy, everything's on.
Everything is on tape.
Every shot is on film. I guess the only thing you could say is that obviously everything's not on like even when you're in the last group like he is where every single shot's on TV. You can do shit like behind the scenes,
yeah.
That sort of. But even then, like there's still a camera on.
It's still it's just.
You know what I mean? And
I know why they do it. It's just a stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
Tradition.
But I mean, he couldn't have been out of there faster.
But I think that was the rumor that he was gone. I think Rory was gone. I'll pull up the tweet actually.
When you said, what do you mean like gone? Isn't like he left the course?
Like he left the course.
They said within literally 6 minutes.
They did say it confirmed.
They said there was multiple like journalists and stuff that were on premises.
Rory just flew out of the parking lot. May have been off the property before Bryson signed his card.
They said within
Kyle Porter.
They said within 6 minutes real time of the DeChambeau's putt going in, he was off the premises.
Okay, can you blame him?
I don't as a competitor, I don't. But I think in golf that it's like the gentleman's game and all that. I think it's a bad luck when, for example, DeChambeau had lost one recently like that where he was second, and he was there. I forget who it was. I'm drawing a blank right now. It was just recently. He was it the last major?
Maybe.
Scotty?
It was somebody recently. He came in second.
Xander Schauffele?
And it was Schauffele. It was Schauffele. And he literally, that's why I was like, it literally was just like the last fucking tournament, last major. And he was there like to greet him and was like, yo, like congrats, like great job, everything. So I think it's always a tough look for Rory when like the guy who beat you just like was a gentleman.
Yeah.
Literally not even a month ago.
Are they that friendly though? And then when you look at what he's going to do with the ceremony, the pictures, this and that, it's like might be an hour before you see the guy.
No, but I'm saying he could have. But like if he could have basically met him,
grabbed him at 18.
No, before he signs his scorecard, like literally within like 5 minutes.
That makes sense.
Just go meet him and just say, shake his hand, like, hey.
Yeah.
Job, congrats, and then keep it pushing. Like that's it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't like crucify him for that, but I understand why people would nitpick him for that. Wouldn't be like Bryson did the same thing literally a month ago. But even going around Bryson, I don't know what PR guy this guy hired, or if he just truly had like an epiphany, like a mental whatever. But I mean, I don't think anyone has ever done such a 180 with just public perception than this guy's. I mean, 5 years ago, everyone despised this guy. He had the rope incident. He's the hardo. Thinks he can.
He was doing the ants, weren't they? Getting him with the ants.
Augusta's like a 59.
Yeah, like he just was. He just
shot
was
like a
saying 80. All the wrong.
Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, he said that Augusta like. What's the par for Augusta? Like 68?
No.
To be 70, 71, or 72.
Yeah,
so he said it's a 65.
You can't say that unless you're shooting 65. Now I do.
I know, like what you're. Yeah.
That was like the pinnacle of, and then he went out and shot like 6 over, and people were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. No, he was unlikable. Didn't he have the ants?
The stuff he did.
Weren't they commenting the ants on him with Koepka when he was yelling about fire ants? You don't remember that? See if you can find that.
Well, there was obviously all the Brooks stuff. Like
I know with Brooks, they were putting ant emojis all over his Instagram.
I don't remember. There's been so much with him, even from him thinking he could like, he was wearing the hats to like he wearing the little.
I still don't like them wearing the living.
He doesn't wear it anymore.
I thought he was wearing his team logo this year.
No. I meant like the Kangol, not you know what I'm saying. Like
right.
The Payne Stewart hat, like the Payne Stewart hat.
Yeah.
Now he wears the bait. He threw on the Payne Stewart hat at the end because he had the little tag on it for Payne Stewart on the back of his baseball hat and all that. But I mean, the 180 this guy has done, where everyone despised this guy, and now I thought like the culminating of it was. It was already going that way. He's doing the YouTube stuff, and he's doing like likable YouTubers and becoming more personable on social media, showing I think becoming less of a robot and becoming more like a actual personality, like normal guy.
67 for him, and then shot 70, 74, 69.
Tough.
Hey, listen, he broke 70.
I think he just tried to. I think at first he just thought he could like break golf because he just was lifting all the weights and was just smashing.
He does bomb the ball,
and I mean but I think he's figured out just the way of. I mean, he even does the weird thing where he's like the only guy that all his irons and all that are all the same length.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying in terms of like the actual length of the physical length of the club. Like he made them all the same. So the swing is basically all the same.
How big is he? Is he like 6'3"?
I would think he's like 6'2". He looks like a big guy. I mean, I mean, especially when he definitely slimmed down more, but he had that point where he was lifting all the weights. He got bulky.
Yeah, animal. He was an animal.
Great golf courses, but now.
Yeah, I mean, even watching his tee shot when he does the thing where he pounds it, lifts it up, and then just cranks.
And then he tees it up so fucking
so high.
But the culmination of him kind of like everyone loving him was that video of him throwing the ball to the kid.
Yeah.
Like, hey, give that back. That was where finally I think everyone was like, oh, this guy's the man.
Fucking hate him.
You still hate him?
Bill?
Hate. Can't stand him.
I've definitely come around on him like it seems like most people have.
That speech yesterday was... I was saying to my dad, I was like, I think everyone likes him, but I was like, I can't get over it. I still hate him.
I think he just... I would like...
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the speech.
So he was just... My dad's big on like Father's Day, like have like a little like drink and then be
Watch
like,
the
let's
Open.
fucking we pay your respects. Watch the champion. And like, so we sit there and we watch the champion, and he's like... And he's just like being like, I want to thank all of you. You guys played a role. And he's like pointing to the people in the fans. It's like, shut the fuck up. You're now trying so hard for people to like you.
It's Duke. I'm telling you, I think this guy. I'm giving him credit because he's executed it flawlessly. But
yes,
I think he had some sort of PR,
like a mood coach.
Because and what Duke's point, he did it. Like he said, I want everyone here to touch the trophy. And he literally walked through the entire had everyone literally held the trophy so everyone could just like touch it.
Oh, that's
he's
crazy.
like, I want you guys to feel this.
Yo, I'm telling you,
so cool.
And even he talked about like his father passed away a few years ago. Like
shit.
he was pulling at the heartstrings. He literally did a little thing he put on the little like the different hat for Payne Stewart. Just threw it on for like a second. It was.
Why does he love Payne Stewart?
There was a thing with the deeper golf guys know better. He won at the U.S. Open. I think it was on there like on that date or whatever. He'd won and something with that. I think he was just a fan.
Because they were comparing him, his style of like wardrobe is
well. At the beginning of his career, he wore the hat. I think because of he was such a Payne.
I just
Stewart
don't
fan.
know why. I know he idolizes Payne Stewart. I just don't know what the connection was, or that just.
I think he just was like I think he was just a massive fan, I believe, and wore the hat because of him. And then he had the little thing on his hat in the back for him.
Sense.
It was like, this one's for my dad, this one's for Payne, kind of thing for all the fans. I mean, it's flawless PR. He's
Big Al in the chat. He said Bryson used an illegal putter. So I looked it up. I didn't hear anything about this, but somebody tweeted.
Hope Bryson can save time when using a legal putter. Jesus Christ.
I mean, all the clubs they get like inspected and stuff.
Yeah.
I know my dad was even explaining he has this thing on his irons where, you know how like on your driver it kind of goes out a little bit, like it has that like.
Right.
He has that on all his irons, and he had to get them approved by like the USGA to use them, and they got approved. So he's always trying to new quirky like kind of different things like to make his game better. But I mean, it clearly had to have been approved.
So he anchors it up against his forearms.
Bosco, you saw 2 tweets. You have no idea what happened. Did he cheat? I need an answer right now.
No,
What side of history are you on?
I'm on his side.
I just know how.
You got to remember, this is a sport where people call in penalties.
Yes.
From their fucking couch.
They're so stingy.
The
with
guy,
golf
the
rules.
kid, the amateur. Now, this we should reference this because
Shipley.
it's going to get lost.
Ohio State guy.
Hey.
Shipley and whoever the other kid was. Did you know that they got paired together?
On purpose, or they just happened to
No, by luck. But the low amateur wins a trophy.
Yeah.
So they were playing against each other. Now,
Yeah.
nobody was like paying attention to that to a degree, but that's pretty cool that they were up against each other.
Oh, yeah, no, it was
in
awesome.
the same pairing.
It was awesome, yeah.
In the same pairing. But I heard on the broadcast that Shipley ratted himself out in a thing that no one would have
Oh, he did. They talked about it. Yeah,
They said no one would have seen
he
it.
called in
with
a
the
penalty on himself.
Yeah, it's
yes,
crazy.
Correct.
Oh, no, I don't think he cheated.
I mean, that's Ohio State. All
he won.
class.
He won.
It's integrity class. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, call in cheating against yourselves.
He
and
made,
on Michigan.
he made an honest mistake. He called it in. Guess what? He still was low amateur.
Do you think that Ryan Day's investigation firm was on top of that?
They might have made a few.
They might have used the same guys.
Yeah, he
They
made
get a group discount.
called them first. Yeah, he called Ryan Day's brother.
It's like when you get somebody to do your taxes and you refer somebody and they throw you
As we call
$50 off.
Agent Day. we made some things happen. We made sure things are
Yeah.
dot our I's and cross our T's.
But no, I don't think he cheated.
I do.
The crazy thing you do?
I just want
Yeah,
to.
you just don't like him. The crazy thing to me was this tournament was so fucking hard, and you watch the greens, and you're like landing in the middle of the green. It's just like, shoop, see ya. Over the course of 4 days, what did he win at? 6 under?
Yeah, 6.
He basically played like par golf.
He shot one over on yesterday.
He shot one under each of the days and 2 under on 2 of the days. That's how he got to 6 total. You know what I'm saying? Now I know he went, finishes his majors, tied for 6th, second champion. Scotty Scheffler's majors used, champion, tied for 8th, tied for 41st.
Just a live like.
You just saw a live like.
Live like.
You know what?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you're liking the. There we go. I'm surprised you were gonna like a pro DeChambeau tweet. Hell of it. I mean, that's a hell of a 3 majors right there.
Oh, he's out. He's out. Yeah, no, he's
top 6 in all 3. He's pretty fucking impressive.
He's really, really good. Yeah, playing those greens though. I can't even imagine like what you were watching with guys just landing. How about the one?
You're seeing shots be like stick
Aberg,
them like 10 feet from the fucking pin,
and it's
off the green.
I think it was Aberg. Did you watch the one where he was in a bunker and he was debating using a left-handed club?
Yeah. He used the putter. Yeah.
He was debating using a left-handed club because it was at his eyes and he had to swing like this.
He just stood in the bunker and used the putter and just like putted it out.
It was crazy. That's why this tournament is a ton of fun, So
yeah, the course wins. The course is winning.
And then listen, I know he's my guy, but I don't think he played well. Shout out Morikawa, finished top 15 again.
Well, that was the
he's fucking like we have a lot of young stars. Like you look at that, like even guys who haven't won. Like in who's the guy who dresses in orange? Ricky Fowler was good for a long period of time. Like where was Spieth during this field? There was Justin Thomas. Like there's a lot of names of guys around who are just young. Like it's every major. I know people are always like, how do you watch golf? How do you watch? Bro, they're throwing darts from 100.
Also, I was gonna say this earlier. I forgot to. Did you notice on the 18th, Pavone hits like an unbelievable shot as well. That sticks it like obviously was in like 3rd or 4th, but wasn't in like contention to win. He needed to like basically hole it out from there to even have like a shot. But he stuck it close and it was inside Bryce. It was inside Bryson's. And in most cases, they want the last like Bryson's putt in theory to be the last putt, so it just ends. And Pavone was gonna go, and Bryson like waved him off. And was like, no, like I'll go first. Which in theory, like that would be the way it was supposed to because his was a little further.
Yeah.
But I think he was. My dad thought he basically did that as almost like a classy move to like not get the read. Because think in theory competitively, his shot was like almost like right. It was maybe like an inch or 2 to the right or to the left. Excuse me.
So he would have been.
So he could have got the read on the putt.
Like illegally.
Like legally, but I mean, if he just let him go first, it's like a gentleman's thing. So if he just let him go first, no one would have said nothing.
I said it immediately because Pavone, we're watching and Bryson like celebrates, but they're not doing the full on. Would have given. Yeah. Okay. So. Right. So I said it first. I go, wait. We still have a putt? Why do we still have a putt? And my dad mentioned that they only really do that when you're a runaway winner.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
For everything I've ever watched, every last putt is the guy winning if he's in the last group.
Well, that's what me and my dad, like when we were talking it out, the conclusion that we thought we came to is basically that Bryson thought it would have been almost like unfair, like not.
I respect that now. I respect that.
Basically, like not just get the read when he should be putting first.
I respect that.
So he just because Pavone was gonna go and he like was like nah, like I got it. And
I respect that a lot that he didn't try and.
Imagine he had done that. Imagine it was that and then missed. Then it would have been like this. What the discussion would have been. Not that. Because obviously they would have still went to playoff. Which, if they went to a playoff, which I looked up, they would have just played 17 and 18.
Well, you know what the old format used to be, right?
It was 18 holes.
18 holes, which I kind of like. I mean, we could get into that, I guess, in the weeds. I kind of like that.
If we just got to watch a one-on-one today.
Yes, that was when Tiger beat Rocco Mediate.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I actually like it. It's the toughest one-hole playoff. Think about they just played 4 days of grueling golf. They only each shot 6 under, like had a fight. They barely get above par or under par. You're going to put it into a one-hole playoff? The guy hits one bad shot, it determines his week.
But see, I
kind of like the 18 holes.
I do too, for like entertainment value. Like I enjoy the fact, we're going to get like an insane round to watch all day. It's going to be like a 4-hour thing, whatever. But to me, sudden death, anything is awesome.
Yeah. But I don't think it should be sudden death one hole.
This one was different. It's 2. This was 2 holes.
I thought it was 3.
They would do. I looked it up. They would do 17 and 8. They would have just played
17
18
aggregate.
18. That I didn't.
Yeah.
I would assume it had to be aggregate.
It's aggregate of the 2 holes.
Like if they just top like
right.
one, you win one or whatever.
Yeah.
But anything sudden death is awesome. So that's what. But because I think as long as you know going into it, like you both are in the same situation where like this hole is everything. Like I know I need to put a big one, and whoever has the brass nuts to step up there and just stripe one. And if the other guy falters or whatever, I think that's on you.
Yeah, no, it's
You knew what was at stake.
unbelievable tournament, and now it's kind of depressing because I know there's a major left, but man, I hate the British Open.
Do you?
Yeah, it's always gray. It's always dark.
I hear ya,
It's
I hear
at
ya.
3:00 in the morning. It is in the thick of the summer, so like
Well, that's the thing that I like. The thing that
probably
I
you know, like you have a wedding, you could be at the beach. Like I could see getting to a TV is a little more difficult in the middle of July than it is for the first three.
I love it.
Yeah, I
Love the British.
I like the British for the.
hate the
I
British.
enjoy that. Well, just also that the like once you get to like Saturday, like Saturday, Sunday, that it's earlier.
Yeah.
You said it starts at 3. Like I like that it's done by like afternoon. It's like done.
Yeah.
You get some of these, for example, like when it's in it's in LA last year or whatever it was.
Well, that was
last
just a
year
bad
before,
tournament.
where it's brutal, where it's going to fucking you watch it like 9.
You hate that? The
Yeah.
primetime TV?
No, because
Think about last night. If last night was in,
I want to
I agree.
I want to be done. I would rather be earlier in the day, to be honest.
I think one major a year getting primetime golf is pretty cool.
Because to me, like
Not a year.
There's this,
What?
Not a year. I agree.
One every 2?
Yeah, kind of like the Olympics.
Okay. But primetime golf is pretty cool.
Dude, I totally agree. I think it was every year because there's something special about it ending when it does. Like the Masters ending around like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
always when you figure it out where it's just the sun's going down. You still have the night. You watch your programs. Go
That's
watch
what
the
I'm
playoffs.
saying. That's kind of what I like.
I like
not
that.
bad.
But I do think like a day like yesterday, it being in Arizona and it's 8:30 at night. It's good once in a while.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I agree with that in some sense.
Yeah. And it
I
could-
agree with what Ev said though, 100%.
What,
About
just
the
being
about the
earlier?
Open, like earlier.
That's
Get that
what-
over
the British Open. I like because, like you said, it isn't like the most like it's not always like sunshine and rainbows. Obviously, we have like Augusta's just gorgeous. Like the U.S. Open, they usually pick like a very like aesthetically like nice place.
What'd you think of the course? Did you love Pinehurst?
It's just such like a legendary course, and you know how like Pinehurst #2 is just like
Yeah.
you know how tough it is and all that. So that part I appreciate.
Aesthetically, though, I didn't know.
Do you like that now they're only basically doing it at like whatever? I think it's like a handful of locations going forward, maybe like 5 to 10 at something like that.
U.S. Open?
Yes.
Uh,
They're only doing like Pebble, like Pinehurst 2. Like,
Pebble's out west,
like
right?
yeah, in California. Like
I love that.
Like Wingfoot, like Riviera, like Bethpage. I think like Shinnecock.
No, I think
Like,
because
there's like around like 7 to 10.
so like I've always envied like my dad knowing the Augusta in and out, and I've watched Augusta, but I can't tell you.
Me too. Yeah, my dad's the same way.
I can't tell you what's coming up. Like, oh, there's a par 5, then there's a par 3, and this one bends, and then you have this, and you have that. Like, so watching it for 30 years, they've obviously acquired all the knowledge of that. So, like, maybe learning it a little bit, like Pinehurst comes back in 4 years, you start to learn, oh, yeah, that short par 4, this, and, like, you get a – I don't hate having courses where I can then get familiar with it over the course of the years. You know what I mean?
Actually, they gave Riggs a shout out on the broadcast
Really?
for his house. Yeah,
I didn't hear that. That's
my
awesome.
my grandpa would said it to me.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't. They did it. I can't remember. They did it like maybe like Friday or Saturday or something. But yeah, he got a little love.
That's awesome. But yeah, that you have the British next, which is it is what it is, and then you get the FedEx playoffs. But it's a great time with a lot of these guys out there just throwing darts at each other.
I wonder if not to get like too deep into this part, but I wonder how much like Bryson winning now affects just like the general like feeling on like live. Because now,
Well, once they cut a deal with that whole beef went away.
When I say general feeling, I mean just like the acceptance. Even for example, like even like the Ryder Cup team a couple years ago, like they have his Dick Brooks because he had been undeniable. He just came in second in a major, won a major. Like, how do you not put him in after that? But I wonder if they start kind of lean, like if they start, they already cared less, like you said. But I wonder if they start, like it even softens up even more.
Right.
Where like he's being like Bryson's a guy like he's so well liked, accepted. He's obviously playing really well right now. Like I wonder how much. I'm just curious how that continues to like unfold.
Yeah.
Without
We'll see.
I mean, it's just so much better when all these guys play together. And realistically, listen, I understand, like, like, you only get, like, the best of the best even before LIV even was a thing in the majors. Like, a lot of guys sit out, like, a lot of the other ones. But you just appreciate how good it is when all the truly like best guys are in one tournament and it really matters.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's unbelievable when you're watching them when there's 5 or 6 guys in contention like in a tournament. It's unbelievable.
Like that's like a Rory versus DeChambeau. Like that's incredible. Like, it's incredible theater.
Yeah. I like it when it looks like it's gonna be a 2-horse race and guys start coming out of the woodwork.
Well, there was a point
like
where
Cantley got hot and then
there was a point where Finau got hot a little too late. If he had made like another putt or two,
Right.
it maybe could have interesting. He played really well, but just a classic Finau, like a third, fourth place whenever he came in.
There was a shot of Finau.
Made a lot of money though.
Finau's a big dude. There was a shot. It looked like he was playing with like fucking child's clubs. The way he was bent over, it was a weird shot.
Well, you met him. What is he like? 6'3",
He's a big dude. Yeah, he's a big dude. All right, NBA Finals Game 5, off of a throwaway game.
Yeah, that was weird.
Mavs win by 40.
Yeah, it was
Friday
great.
night. Yeah, because now you want to
close out at home.
Great.
So the line is
6.5.
6.5.
Celtics 6.5.
Celtics 6.5.
I love the Celtics tonight. I think they close out. I think they cover. I think Mavs maybe fight a little bit early, but Luka just kind of keeps having these like great first quarters. Actually, goes over first quarter points. He just keeps lighting up in the first quarter. It would have been 8.5 all series. I think it's 9.5. I still kind of like it. He just seems to take a lot of shots. He's aggressive early. I almost feel like he just plays better early because maybe it's part of his.
He's in shape in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's banged up, his gas, whatever it is. I do think there's some credence to that, but yeah, I think the Celtics. I think they end up running away with it.
Windhorse really lit him up, huh?
He did, and listen.
Were you not here for that?
He responded. Yeah, we talked. But I guess he did respond to it well. He played great in Game 4. They smoked him. Good for them. But
good defensive clips. I mean, like.
Yeah, he played a little more effort.
I mean, legitimately, I watched the first half from like a bar before the concert. It was nice from my point of view. Like, it was.
If there was a game to miss, that's it.
It was as good of a game as I personally could have had. Up 3-0. Like, watch the first half, be like, well, blowout, we lost. Don't have to tune in again.
No. If you're gonna lose, I'd rather you lose by 50.
Yeah.
No, like legitimately.
Yeah. That was like the Warriors did that like when they won a couple of years ago. That was like when they would get down, if they got down early, they just would like punt the game. Like, all right, like run it back for the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even play the. I forget what was it, the Grizzlies that one game. They were down like 30 at half, and they literally just like sat everybody for the second half.
I think the Celtics are gonna smoke them tonight.
Really?
I do. I really do. I agree.
I got 2 props that I
Wake up
really
call.
like. I like Horford over 2.5 assists,
Okay.
and I like Kyrie under 2.5 threes.
Bosco, I like it.
I like both of them.
I want to see what Al's 3-pointers are. Now that you bring that up.
Is it a half? Because that guy hits a first quarter 3 in like every game. He's also, what is he for first bucket?
Horford?
No, Jaylen Brown always gets the first look.
Horford has scored your first bucket in at least 2 of these games. I can tell you that for a fact. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm
Pull it up.
pull it up. I think it's 2.
Don't even look that up.
Your first bucket.
You can see the way that he.
I'm pretty sure it's your first bucket he has scored in 2 of the games. Am I crazy to remember that, Ev?
Who you're saying Horford?
Scores the Celtics' first bucket in at least 2 of these games.
I thought he did it in 1 maybe.
I thought he did it in 2 as well.
What I was
look, Bosco.
I know he had a fucking baseline drive and a dunk.
All right, play by play. But no, dude, you got it. Scroll up. Scroll up.
He's up.
Al Horford, bang! First bucket of the game.
First bucket of the game. Which game was that?
Game 1.
Game 1. Okay, now check
First bucket of the finals.
2. You might as well.
Yep. No, we're good. We're gonna go right down the line.
I think it was 3. I don't think it was 2.
Okay.
No.
No game 2.
Drew
Not
Holiday
game
was
2.
game
Okay.
2. Game 3.
There we go. A lot of pressure.
That's game 2 again.
No, it's not.
Yes, that is game 2 because they won.
No, it's game 3 because they won game 3 also.
They won
Phil.
Game 3.
Phil. See play by
Losing
play.
his fastball.
I don't have my glasses.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now he doesn't have his glasses.
Oh, Al Horford.
Al Horford, first bucket, right? I told you. I'm telling you. What is his odds for first bucket?
Did
The
that
guy
feel good?
Yeah, it felt good.
Yeah, I think you have to take him now. That's
Felt
good juju.
Felt real good.
The way that you hesitated.
But he's not the first bucket of the game. Sometimes he's
right.
He's Celtics' first bucket.
Let's see.
I was trying to find the MVP
Fuck, that would've
odds.
been so funny.
Why? What do you like in the MVP?
Well, I was just looking at Jaylen Brown, I think, is what I saw. I was trying to look at the live, like right the second. The line I saw either yesterday or something was that Jaylen Brown was minus like 280 when Finals MVP. And I still feel like if Tatum had a big game today, that he could win it.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like if he's plus, like, what does it say he is? Plus what? I can't see that.
950 for first bucket.
First bucket.
Al Horford 950 first bucket. Okay. It's worth it, guys.
Over Bosco. I don't
Take
hate
a
it.
look at it. They find Horford.
I think I'm going to have to take it with you.
Just saying.
Maybe a friendship bet.
I might maybe
Fun
first.
bet?
The boys ride fun bet.
What's that under?
What under?
What's
It's the
it-
first basket.
I know. What's it? Where's it listed at?
It's under.
I think you'll just see like first basket.
Yeah, so you'll see the first basket bet.
I
And,
don't see first basket.
type
That's
in
the
first
problem.
basket.
Oh no. It's right under. It's when you look at like props and stuff, like game props. I think it's even under popular.
Oh, Bosco, this is
first
fun.
field goal. Literally go to popular first.
Popular
field goal.
first field goal.
First field goal, 950. Yeah.
All right.
Boom. The boys will be in. I'll get
First, Boston Celtics first field goal scorer, Al Horford 3 plus 800.
little drive and kick. Tatum drives, kicks out to
Plus
Horford.
300.
Boom, from the wing or from the wing. Boom.
Damn.
Do we have where I can't find the where are the finals MVP odds?
So I'm not sure.
All right, I got Al
New
Horford
York,
first field goal.
New York.
Oh no, New York. Okay. But I'll say for those, I guess besides New York, I'm pretty sure that I just want to know what Tatum's line, if it's like plus 200 or whatever it is. I really feel like if anything plus 200 or like longer, I really think is like worth a shot. Like if he plays well, I really think he could
And
possibly
he
get
hasn't
it.
had a truly like great finals game yet, so you know he's due for one.
And like I mean, obviously he was really Brown was really good in game 3, but like Tatum's also had he had a good game 3 as well. Even like the game that everyone talks about how he shot so poorly in game 1, he had 16 and 11. Like it wasn't like he was like horrific stats wise. He just didn't shoot the ball super well.
He's still rebounding, still getting his assists.
That's what. Oh yeah, he had he almost had a triple double in game
Yeah.
1. He had like nine assists or something like that. So I mean, I still feel like him winning the MVP is very much on the table, and the human element of Jaylen Brown winning the conference finals MVP when Tatum had better numbers pretty much across the board. I feel like there's a chance that Tatum could just get this MVP if he goes for if he just goes and has 28 and
I hope
8 and
not.
7 tonight.
So I just
The
want
one time I hope Jason Tatum doesn't.
You don't want him to play well tonight?
Yeah, how about you at 24,
so I just want to
7 turnovers, 10 assists?
I want to take Duke's temperature. So we all expect the Celtics to win tonight. Let's
Okay.
say by some divine intervention, the Celtics lose tonight. Are you worried in Game 6?
No.
When do you think you would get worried?
Game 7, 2 minutes to go, down 20.
Really?
They force a game 7, you're not even remotely concerned. I just can't.
No.
I can't buy.
It goes back to this.
Not even remotely
being
concerned?
being concerned would mean that I'm concerned we're not going to win. Would I be uncomfortable? Yeah.
See, now I think you were being good about it. Now I feel like you're doing what Clemmer was doing the other day.
No,
You were in the right on that when that argument happened.
It really is. I think no matter what, I shouldn't have any confidence that we would lose 4 straight. They haven't done
But if you've already once you've lost, I'm saying hypothetically, obviously, once you've lost 3 straight,
right.
there
But
has to be some level of we just did it 3 times in a row. We could lose again.
that's why I would feel uncomfortable. I wouldn't be like.
You wouldn't concern would not be good. That word.
I
doesn't
would
work for
have
you?
no doubt
No
that we would
concern?
still win.
No doubt. So, but to me, then, if you have no doubt, then you're comfortable.
I mean, he saw 28-3.
No, I mean you can't sit. You can't be comfortable.
But if I have 0 doubt, then I'm comfortable.
Okay, that's
I
a
think
good point.
why would I if you're
Fine, then yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I hold
I'd be
my.
a little concerned. I think that's fair to be concerned. I'd be if it was my team.
Okay,
I'd
how about
definitely be
this?
concerned
How about
if we
this?
were up 3-0 and then 3-3.
If the roster stays the same, and it goes to Game 7,
No injuries. All right, I guess.
not concerned. But I'm guessing there's going to be an injury. If
I think Porzingis is out the rest of the series, and they're just not saying it.
okay,
I think he's-
okay, Phil.
No, but this is my
I think
thing.
he might be out.
He might be out.
I don't think they need him.
No,
They don't need him. I'm just saying.
Which is crazy
Guys,
because
why are
in
we
the
doing
first 2
this?
games he was playing like an MVP.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Why are we talking Game 7?
The Celtics are winning by 15.
Yeah, exactly. Porzingis is active, he'll just get in the game in the final like minute or so he can just like say like I played in the game clincher.
Now, honestly, he played a good enough game 1 and like game 2 while he was there.
Yeah.
I think they're like.
I don't think they'd put him in.
His value at least.
He hasn't. It's not like he's
shown.
been there forever. It's not like it's Walton in '86 or like he's a. Like they would.
Listen, Porzingis has earned his ring.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
saying
they're not
he's
putting
He's
him
earned his ring.
I'm just saying I would not expect him to play actually play minutes. This
No,
season.
I don't think he does at all. I agree.
He's gonna give Al when Al needs to go out to rest for
I-
Also,
I-
by the way, I just want to say something. I said on the program, 2 months ago. Program. Yeah, I'm starting to.
My
that,
program.
Save
That
him.
Al Horford should be a Hall of Famer with the title and would go down as one of the all-time
He's
great
already a
Celtics.
Hall of Famer.
But go down as an all-time great Celtic, maybe jersey in the rafters. You're starting to see that a little bit more and more.
You guys really think he's a Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
His
100%.
college career easily.
College
mixed
pros.
with his. Yeah, I think he's or just basketball Hall of Famer. Easy.
Yeah, easily.
Two natties at Florida was like a key, arguably the best player. One of them. Then he's been a multiple-time All-Star. He's been very good in the NBA for a long time. Been on a bunch of winning teams, culminating it with being a significant part of a championship.
If he wins the championship, should you just hang him up?
There's a decent chance he might, but he also
I would just hang him
He
up.
could run it back.
But I was he could still make a lot of money still.
Yeah.
He could run it back, man.
He still plays significant minutes and plays well. Yeah, I think they.
I just think that people were like, how could Al Horford won't go down as an all-time Celtic? It's looking
No.
like him.
All right, hold on.
Not you. I'm saying chat and people.
No. But I'm saying all-time Celtic. I would say no.
Oh, I think so.
Because and part of that.
too much history.
That's what I was gonna say. You guys are kind of like the Yankees, where you have so many players that it's hard for me. He's like I said, I agree with you. I think he'll probably be a Hall of Famer in basketball. All-time Celtic great, I think, is a stretch.
Just
All
because
time.
Because he's not even a top What do you say he ranks on this team?
I would look.
Because obviously not top 2.
Right now in current form, no. But
but
during the early runs, he was 1 or 2.
But I'm saying
He was
I have a little healthy debate here. Is he more all-time of a Hawk or more all-time of a Celtic?
Celtic, in my opinion.
Hawk.
See, I think Celtic.
But it's because Hawks don't have a lot of great
That's
players.
See, here's what I'll say. Here's what
and
I'll
he
say.
was a great player
Would you?
for a long time.
Do you?
there.
Yeah.
Celtics hung up KG's number. I think
Which
Al.
is weird. I still think
I think Al.
I don't think that's that weird.
Al with the championship is more deserving.
To retire?
No. But here's the difference. KG was just better than Al Horford in general.
Right.
Just better.
That's
What does
fine.
that mean, though, then? Does that mean that Brown and Tatum both get retired?
Oh, 100%.
I think they will eventually.
Yeah?
But
It's one of the healthiest
lot.
debates you could have.
Well, I mean,
but the
you know what? A
KG
title
thing-
changes things, though. We said it. Sorry, Ev. We said it with the 94 Knicks. 94 Knicks win a title. Fucking Oakley,
Starks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mason, they're all getting retired.
2016 to 2024, Al Horford, especially from 2016 to 2021, even the teams that he was on, he's the face. He was the best player during those runs. And Tatum was coming onto the scene, but Al really was the backbone. I think it's, for non-Celtics fans, very hard to understand how much the Celtics truly love Al Horford.
No. I think you guys really love him. To me, it's just when you talk about all-time great and Jersey retired and this and that. The difference with KG is not only that he's the better player, but he was basically in his prime when they won. This is a 40-year-old who is still playing well and is definitely a
That's my
vital
point,
part
though.
of the team. But he is not even a top five player on this championship team.
If you're looking at it from 2016 onwards,
Maybe he's 5th.
2016 onwards is the new era of the Celtics. It's that version of the big three or whatever. And you're gonna put three of those players you get to hang up or
Yeah.
that was the face of this movement. It's Al Horford, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
What are his career stats? What is Horford's career stats?
Also, just going back to winning a title, getting your jersey retired. Kawhi's gonna get retired by the Raptors, and he was there for 1 year.
Really?
You think he gets it retired? I mean,
I don't know,
He's the
Phil.
most Raptor in history.
No, that one's actually a good debate because he was literally the best player. You literally traded for him and then just won a chip. He was by far the best player. Hit game winners, carried the team.
We're in a weird fucking time in the NBA where the Raptors, in recent memory, the Raptors,
The
Bucks, and Nuggets have
Nuggets.
all won titles, and nobody's blinking an eye.
I think that's awesome.
No, yeah.
You go back and forth because like the dynasties are cool, but you get bored of those. But then a random team wins, and you're like, oh, like it's fucking
Right. No, I'm not.
finals.
I think it's.
I'm not saying you.
We're
I
in a
think
good
it's
time.
It's funny just the way like America digests things like that, where you're kind of like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Give me the elevator pitch on Horford.
13, 8, 3, 2 national championships, 2 finals, 1 championship. If he comes back next year, you're looking at potentially 2. Was an all-star like 6 times with Atlanta, or what was it, 4?
4 times.
How many years in the league?
4 times with Atlanta, 1 time with Boston.
16 years in the league.
Yeah, defensive player of the year candidate, and I think like 2 years ago maybe.
14,000 career points.
Great defender.
I wonder if the third, because I know his numbers, his scoring rating numbers have went down as he's gotten older. Because in his prime, I feel like he was averaging like 17, 18, and like 9 every year. During
He's
his
just
like
consistent, putting up
during
like
his
15.
prime Hawks years.
He was just putting up like 15 consistently.
Yeah.
Career high is 18.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I guess I can
think
make a
with this
case
chip,
for him to be a Hall of Famer.
I think it's this chip and the college championships will put him like in that. We'll probably get him over the hump to be like a basketball Hall of Famer.
If you're a good basketball
Like,
player,
and again, it's not really like. It's very much a debate on Celtics
Was he on any
Twitter.
of the gold medal teams?
I don't think so. But it's also like you have a 20-year career pretty much like between college and NBA of like being like a top tier player.
Yeah.
Like that's enough to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
That's just a longevity factor.
I think basketball Hall of Fame good. He just lost me at the Celtics legend, but I understand he has obviously some great years.
Like
his
he'll get his
first stint as
jersey
well.
retired by the Celtics, but I don't
You think his jersey retired by the Celtics?
I would. If he wins a ring,
Just because he wins a ring, like what do you do? Retire? You're gonna retire Drew Holiday's number 2.
I mean, he was good for them for a long time.
that's
You're,
what I mean.
you're gonna retire Porzingis, but he was good. But like this is the Celtics.
I mean, yeah, it's.
It's not like he was there for 1 year.
I truly think.
I just think I don't
there's
know. That's
3
like,
numbers on this team that get retired. It's not that crazy when you really think about
no,
it.
it's
not
not
that
like
crazy.
the craziest, but I just think I would lean no.
You're getting
Crazy.
2.
He was in the fucking
But
through
it's
the
based
through
on
the
Celtics
fire
history.
documentary.
Like if listen, if he was, if
This
this
has
was
been
the
a long
Hawks,
run.
it's like easy.
It's been a long run.
He was in the Through the Fire documentary when they're on the bus and they're reading off the McDonald's
Yeah.
All-Americans. Al Horford. It's fucking crazy.
It's like I said, I'm caught on just the Celtics have like such a deep history of phenomenal players.
Again, it comes down to. It really comes down to, for me, if KG got his number retired,
Yeah.
Al does.
He just was a bigger, like I said, I just think he was in his prime when they won.
Al, even like 2 years ago during that like finals run, like Al was there. All those Eastern Conference Finals, Al was there.
There's actually you should put a poll on Pixel on our Twitter.
Wait, so for
I
the-
actually think it's a good debate.
People-
So for the big 3 from the original Celtics, only 2 of those. They're
Yes.
never going to retire Ray Allen.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a very much a debate on
That makes
Celtics Twitter again, because it's like, I don't know. I just think that Al Horford to Celtics fans means more than to like the casual fan. It's just like, oh yeah, like Al Horford didn't mean anything. Like when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, when they played LeBron in Game 7, he was the best player. It was just Tatum was coming up. He was the best player in 18, 19, I think 20. He left.
He was also like your first major free agent signing since like
Since
like,
that big 3.
that big 3.
Right,
First
like,
big 3.
and he really, I think, signed, sealed, delivered. And if he gets the championship, it would be like, I think he'd be looked at in Celtics fans' eyes as like,
Yeah.
It's a good debate. I think both are good debates. I think like jersey retired debate and like almost 2 separate, like a Hall of Fame debate. But I think that's actually a very strong debate. I might have to.
Somebody said he left and joined the Sixers. He ain't getting retired. He destroyed the Sixers. Even more to even
give him credit.
It was an inside job.
even more of a reason to retire.
The Sixers gave him $120 million. He did nothing. He went back to the Celtics and started playing good again.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Elton Brand thought he could run 2 big lineups.
That
in,
honestly
like,
might be
2020.
that might be like the cherry on top that is what gets his number retired. The fact that he stunk with your rival.
This one, somebody put out a poll being like, Al Horford to the Hall of Fame, yes, if he wins a ring, 73%. Al Horford's jersey and jersey number retired by the Celtics, if he wins a ring, majority said yes. Then the majority said if he wins 2, too. Like, it was
So
50,
pull up
42.
pull up Mitch Richmond's stats.
Mitch, I just didn't get to live much through Mitch Richmond.
I'm just thinking of like Hall of
saying guys
Famers.
in that
I'm just
realm?
thinking of guys in the Hall of Fame and where he compares to that, or like recent, because I know Mitch Richmond went in like recently.
into the Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
They're saying they made him wait for a while.
No, not they made him wait. It's just like it's a guy who like
21, 4, and 3.
Yeah, he's more of
Okay,
a
so he
scorer.
was more
a little more of a scorer, but
For
probably,
how many years though?
but-
Not as long.
I'm sure Horford had to be a better defender. I'd imagine.
Yeah, I mean you can make
A little
cases
more
for different
complete
guys.
game.
I'm just looking at like Dukes is deep in the polls.
I'm looking. Yeah.
'Cause I'd like to see like even though Celtics fans I guess are what matter. It's more is it caught up in the moment of like we're winning like we love everyone on this team because I know as a fan that's why I'm like you win a championship I'll every guy on that team I'm like you're the man I fucking love you.
Yeah. It's
So I wonder how much of it is like in the which I'm not saying you won't love Al Horford 20 years from now, but I'm just saying like I wonder how much of it is like you're just in this moment or how much of it is like he really should be number retired.
I'll say this: the debate for Al Horford, I would say, was if Marcus Smart was on the team. I don't know.
Fair. That was up until this year a lifelong Celtic.
That's what I'm saying.
Was definitely a fan favorite. For
That's what I'm
sure.
saying. Like I don't know if they both, or if one. It's way harder to retire 4 people's numbers from one team than
Right.
like. So that's kind of why I think Al kind of, and people were saying in 2022. So it's 2 more years.
So let me ask you this: so what if? So say this core goes on like an incredible run.
Mm-hmm.
Say they win this one, and say they win like at least 2 more of the next we'll call it like 5. So like this core has like 3 championships, and Drew Holiday's there for like this whole run. Does he like almost take his place?
I don't think it's longevity.
I'm saying the longevity mixed with like he would like he's more crucial member of this team, and say he was basically like the third piece of like what I'm hypothetically saying would be a dynasty.
Yeah, but I think Dukes' point is that Horford was a building block. He
But
was one of
it's
the first
interesting.
pieces in the building.
Yeah.
But the Drew Holiday, he would be like the clear third best player,
Right.
Better scorer at this point in his career, better defender, basically better player. Of like what I'm saying would be like a 3-time in like 5 years or 6 years championship team. Would that almost hurt Horford's chances of getting retired? Because then like a Drew Holiday becomes more in that mix.
I'm gonna put out.
We're just
It's up for
the
debate.
boys just talking hypotheticals here.
No, it makes sense.
Because I worry because like you said it's hard to retire 3, especially more than 3 guys.
Yeah.
And if a Drew Holiday comes along and just like a staple.
That's a good. No, it is a good hypothetical. I would still go Al. That's also like now it's Al holds more to my heart. Like I don't know if Al wins next year too. It doesn't matter what happens. Like I think it's 1,000% locked, loaded, happening.
I mean, if they win a bunch, like I mean, everyone, like I said, going back to the Yankees thing, 'cause it's kind of like a similar comparison. I mean, the Yankees have retired literally everyone's number that played in like early 2000s,
And like what you said,
like
about
late 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Literally, like everyone's retired.
when a
Yeah,
guy
they're
wins a
good.
championship, you think about him forever. Like I think about Jake Ballard, like every now and then.
Oh, Bear Pascal,
Robert Parrish, Reggie Lewis,
Kevin Boss.
Paul Pierce,
Matthias
Larry Bird.
Kiwanuka,
Steve Weatherford.
David Tollefson.
Michael Boley,
Oh, I mean even just the
Corey Webster,
Corey Webster. I mean the Antrell Roll to
Darrell Scott.
R.W. McCorders. What a picked off Romo in the end zone.
Yep.
Unbelievable. What a run.
Yeah, I think this number's getting retired.
It might.
think
It certainly might. I don't
this
think it's out of
number's
the
getting
question
retired.
at all.
Like, I think there's a lot of this. Like, you think it's hard to get your number retired. If the Celtics were so easy to retire,
How
some
many?
numbers,
How many? Well, how many numbers?
24.
The Celtics have 24 retired numbers.
So, and I think you might
That
have
is
to
a
start
lot.
unretiring some numbers. But if you're going to retire some people's numbers that are up there, I 100% think you have to retire Al's. With the championship.
Because the unretiring, they're guys like a Bill Russell you can't unretire, like a Larry Bird obviously can't retire.
McHale.
And McHale, even like a Parrish is retired. Is Parrish retired?
Yeah.
Like Parrish, you're not going to retire, or you're not going to unretire. Like a Paul Pierce, obviously KG, like newer
The
ones.
disrespect for Al Horford though is crazy.
Who do you think is? Do you think? Because I don't think you're. Saying
I don't
I'm being
think
disrespectful.
no. The chat is like being like this, like
Just
Al,
like no chance.
like it's clearly people that have not watched the Celtics since like in the Al Horford era.
'Cause I think people
he's been
forget
like
how
crucial cornerstone of this 2016 onward. Like the fucking leader of the team, the older guy, the wisdom brought on and fucking like took JT and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, put him under his wing. I don't even think it's like a question. And people are being like, you don't remember what KG was? Yeah, I fucking do. Al Horford played, I'm pretty sure he's played in Boston longer than KG has at this point.
It's probably close.
08 to 13?
And then was it only 13? I guess that's right. Yeah, he got traded in 2014.
Trade,
So I guess, probably about the same. You're probably right. My only thing is, you made a good point about how like his first stint was more in his prime years. To me, that's just the separator. That when they won the championship, KG was still like at or towards the height of his powers. Where Horford's about to win this chip, and he's definitely like obviously his best.
He was on the come up though.
On the back end.
He's on the come up. Like I don't think just because he had younger guys that he carried to conference finals when he was like in his prime per se, that it should hurt him when he wins one towards the end.
I don't think it
when
hurts
he's still
him. It's
when
more
he's still a
just-
contributing factor.
No, he's a big contributing factor. I don't think it hurts him. I think it's more just when you think of KG, you're like he was. When you think of that tight like that championship team the Celtics won with Paul George and them or Paul Pierce, like you just think of KG like centerpiece. Like Horford's not like he's a like very pivotal like role player. He's just not. He's not a centerpiece on this team.
But I'm looking at it as a full body of work. Not
that's
just
fair. Like you said, he was like the best or one of the best players in his first stint, but they just didn't get over the hump, which is hard. When that happens, I think it becomes not for like you, like a Celtics fan, but it becomes sort of like a little forgettable. I guess if that's fair.
Fair, and I'd say if we can only retire 2 numbers, Al, you're not getting retired.
Of course.
It's just like when I look at like, no disrespect to like Dennis Johnson, like when I look at Dennis Johnson, I'm like, all right, like Al should get one too.
Yeah. No, I get it.
That's I don't know.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's a hypothetical.
I get it. It's
We're
a good
just-
hypothetical.
And I do get what you said, like with the Yankees,
Dennis
it's like
Johnson had that key. They had the big moment. Horford hasn't had that big like Dennis had that big steal that's like
Right.
goes on and
First field goal tonight, he'll have a big moment.
there we go. That cash
Exactly.
$950 for the boys.
Exactly. All right, let's go picks. Round it out. What do you got, Ev?
Yeah, so I love the Celtics minus 6.5. That's my favorite play of the day. I'm gonna have a little action on the Luka over 9.5 first quarter points. He's just been like he just lights it up in the first quarter. I'm gonna ride that. And I also today like the I'm on the Phillies minus 1.5. It's plus 110.
Okay. I'm on Horford over 2.5 assists plus 124. Under 2.5 threes by Kyrie Irving is minus 135. I'll take Horford plus the 950 for the first basket.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take that
And
as
that's
well.
where I'm at.
Horford plus 950.
Telling you, they give him looks.
Friendship bet for the fellas.
They give him looks, man.
One time, little Tatum driving kick. Al on the wing. Bang.
He drives the
Boys,
baseline.
9.5 to
Yeah, we
1.
like it. So that's where we're at. All right, that is Pick Central. The Yak is up next.
whoops.